So, all right, so we've covered all of that. Who wants some more information on finding some private lenders? Yes, awesome. Okay, let's talk about that. Start flapping your lips. You don't know who you know. I'll give you an example. Total accidental example. I have my nails done every 2 weeks. And every time I go in, my nail lady says, so what are we doing this week? Did we buy any houses? And so we talk a little bit about what we do for a living. And so, gosh, Kathy, where do you get all the money from to do your deals? Well, we use private lenders in our business. A private lender is a person who loans us money, and they get a really stable interest rate. And they're using it, out of a CD or a 401k or whatever that might be, where they're not getting as high an interest rate as they're going to get with me. And this is so simple. Once you said it to yourself 100 times, it's like no big deal. Okay? So basically, I usually pay 7 or 8% to this person, and it's guaranteed with a mortgage against the property, so their investment is secure. And I've probably told this girl that sentence 100 times over a couple, 3 years. Her mother, once again, I don't know where these relatives are coming from, inherited $1.5 million from an uncle she never knew she had. Okay, her and another relative, her and her sister, and it was their father's brother, estranged brother, who was very, very wealthy, and they sold all these buildings. And when they sold all the buildings, she ended up with $1.5 million cash. And so I went to have my nails done. I said, how's it going? She goes, you need to meet my mother. I said, okay, why? Because she's got $1.5 million. Okie dokie. And I got a new private lender. I didn't get all the money because she bought herself a new house, she bought the kid a new house, but I got a nice chunk out. Okay? You don't know who you know. So open your mouth and flap your lips to every person that you know. What do you do for a living? Get that a lot. Do any of you guys get that? What do you do for a living? Because we're weird people, right? Well, I buy houses. And when I buy houses, generally, we don't go to banks for our money. And I go through this with every person that asks me that question. I don't go to banks for the money. Generally speaking, we use private individuals. We borrow the money from them. Their investment is guaranteed by a mortgage on the property. And we usually buy it like 70%, 65 to 70% of retail. So their investment is protected. And that's kind of the way that we do our business. That's the answer. Anytime somebody says, what do you do for a living? That's the answer to the question. Flap your lips. You don't know who you know. Seriously. Okay? And don't be afraid of it. Doesn't matter who. You don't know. We've picked up private lenders in some of the weirdest ways. The nail lady, that was the weirdest. That was so totally unexpected. You go in for a nail appointment and walk out with a nail. Yay! That was a good day. Okay? So here we go. What do I say? Do you have money sitting in a Roth IRA, savings account, or CD that's not earning you at least 7%? Would you be interested in a safe investment guaranteed by a mortgage on the property? Bingo, right there. I didn't know I had to put that in there. Write that down. Okay? Really simple. Really, really simple. Talk to everybody. Who do I ask? Everybody that you know. Even like relatives. My mom did a couple small loans with us. She only had $30,000 or $40,000 to invest. And we do some wobbly boxes down in Florida. That's what we call mobile homes. And we do those occasionally, and they're fairly low dollar, so we did a couple of those for her. And we used her money, and she got 8% because she was my mom. So, everybody that you know. While you are lining up private lenders, line up hard money lenders also. If you've got a really great deal and you end up paying 12%, who cares? You got a big deal that just fell in your lap. And you pay 12% and a couple of points, who cares? It's all about the end game. It's all about the profits. All right, so be lining up some hard money lenders. Begin to build your credibility kit. We'll talk about credibility kit in a little bit. All right, so how to find some private lenders.